Well, g'day, curd nerds. Hang on a minute. It's the wrong show. This is Ask the Cheeseman. Or is it? This... I think I got myself a bit confused. It's the wrong night. Did you guys know that I actually record a weekly podcast? Yes, I do. Now, I actually have been quizzing people that pop over to my shop who come over from the YouTube channel. And one of the things that has become glaringly obvious to me is that not many of you know that I have a weekly podcast called the Little Green Cheese Podcast. I don't know if it's inaptly named or what, but there it is. I release it on Thursday mornings, Australian Eastern Standard Time, which I think is Wednesday night, US time, and that'll be Thursday night, UK time. I'm not sure. I think I've got all my times all mixed up. But yes, Thursday morning at 7 a.m. on Australian Eastern Time. It has just clocked, well, this week it'll clock over 60 episodes, which will be very exciting that we've reached that milestone. It's been going since 2010, which is fantastic. I've had many international guests from New Zealand, from all over Australia, from the US, Canada, and I think I've had a visitor from the UK. I can't remember. And we've had one Turkish guest who actually lives in Australia now. We've had a very broad brush of the home cheese making community, and we get questions, or I get questions from all over the place, mainly via email, but increasingly so now via an app that I have on littlegreencheese.com, which is a SpeakPipe widget where people can leave me a voicemail, which is fantastic because what I do, I play the voicemails on the show and I answer them. So it's a bit like a live talk show without the live bit, which is a bit strange, but it sounds pretty good. So if you want to ask a question and you want to hear your voice on the internet radio, then pop over to littlegreencheese.com and go over to the contact page and leave a voicemail for the show. Now, while you're there, you can also leave a question for Ask the Cheeseman. Many people on who've been watching that show on YouTube have been asking me, where do I leave a question? Well, that is the place to ask. Pop over to littlegreencheese.com, go to the contact page, fill in the form, and leave your question, and I will endeavour to answer it on the show. Now, if it's super urgent, then I may not be able to get to it, as I've said on the show before, but I will endeavour to answer it within a day or two and try and get you some help. I'm not a 24-hour support line for the cheese desk, but I'll do my best. And if I don't know the answer, I'll ask Mr. Google and see if they can help with a question. Anyway, that's it this week. A bit of a promo for the Little Green Cheese podcast. And what I'll do, I'll leave some links below in the description for the video where you can subscribe to the show via iTunes. I'll also put the RSS feed for that show if you use other podcasting apps on your mobile devices, and I'll leave a good old HTML link for those of you who would just like to go to a web page and listen via a very nice little player that I've got on the page. Anyway, next week we'll get back into Ask the Cheeseman again, where I'll be sitting in the chair of cheesy wisdom, which I think, yeah, there it is, back there. You can see him back there, the chair of cheesy wisdom, which I've just dubbed it. And back on Saturday, you'll have another cheesemaking question, cheesemaking video. And this Saturday, I think we've got feta coming up, which I've re-engineered, and I'm using goat's milk and bringing that video tutorial up to the 2017 video standard that you are now used to, with a few tricks and surprises in that one. So that's one to look forward to. Anyway, Curd Nerds, I've taken up enough of your time. We'll see you later. Have a good time and happy cheese making.